For those that live it and love it like I do, spread the message of consciousness.
I am Indiani hanging out with the legendary, all the way from the UK.
White boy DJ from England to come and play in Kenya. And black people have been discriminated against. 60 years of independence, man. Nice, happy people here from all over the world. Been a DJ 30 years, more than 30 years.
Is it first time in Africa?
No, beautiful place, Africa especially. Beautiful people, beautiful food, beautiful weather.
You're one of the legendary, if I may say without sounding racist, reggae Caucasian DJs.
Against police brutality and racism. Well, reggae, for me, is my language.
What does it mean for you to play reggae in Africa?
A positive message for the future, for the environment, for the children. Reggae music is becoming bigger. I'm a love of my life, and I love every second of it. I'm not going to change. I've got this for the rest of my life. Inspires you, energizes you.
What is the biggest myth you've heard about reggae?
Do we need medicines that are pushed on us through fear, like the COVID vaccines? You're fighting against a constant oppressive force. The real medicine is your diet. I'm vegan 30 odd years, and it is a medicine itself. Your food is your medicine.
What's the hope for revolution?
I think the revolution is how we spend our money. This is such important information for you, your future and your children's future. The most misunderstood section of the Bible, is Genesis 2.6. If we needed pharmaceuticals, how did we survive to this point? I'm a DJ, reggae DJ from England, Nottingham, city famous for Robin Hood, a rebel, a freedom fighter. Yeah, so inspiration for what I do today. Loving the reggae music, coming here to Kenya, which is Reggae Central, man, to play at a big festival celebrating 60 years of independence, man. What a pleasure, what an honour for a white boy DJ from England to come and play in Kenya with his #1 Kenyan artists and Jamaican artists and American artists. We got all sorts, international reggae. Boom. I love the place. Yeah, I'm having a good time. I got me vegan food. I got some nice drinks, cocktails. So nice, happy people here from all over the world, and blessed, really. Yes, man. No, I'll be walking. Yeah, cheers, man.
Who is this?
DJ Sweet Potato. Yeah, man.
That's what's up, DJ Sweet Potato, very famous here in Indiani.
Yeah, man.
Known by
loud
all.
And nutritious. Gonna do my thing, do the show.
Known by many, loved by many. Yeah. So I'm gonna do an interview with Sweet Potato.
Okay. Yeah.
So, hola ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Victors with Victors again. I am Indiani hanging out with the legendary, all the way from the UK.
Nottingham, my hometown in England.
DJ Sweet Potato.
Yeah, man.
Wagwan.
What a show.
Wagwan.
I'm so settled in now to Kenya.
Yeah.
Only been here 2 days. Another 2 months to go. So
TSO's totally sold out. So
Yeah.
tell us your name, bro. Tell our viewers your name. I already know you,
yeah,
bro.
Earth Pipe, Sweet Potato. Been a DJ 30 years, more than 30 years. Sound system in England. And I met a nice guy, Stoneface Priest, who's also part of the tour. And he put me, I bought some of his music, and then we became friends. Sent me more of his music, bigging him up over there in England. Everybody seemed to love his music. And I got big grateful thanks to him for getting me this show, this tour here in Kenya. And yeah, so I'm very happy to be here. A real privilege to play the people of Kenya, the reggae loving people of Kenya, and to be in Reggae Central in Africa. Amazing.
Is it first time in Africa?
No, I've been in Kenya, been in Gambia, visit to Senegal, Morocco, but the only place I've played there is Kenya. Gambia.
Gambia, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
on Banjul Radio, Radio 100, and an outdoor party there. But it's Party Central here, and Reggae Music Central.
Right.
And we've got the best of both worlds, great food. I'm managing to find some vegan food. So again, it's perfect for me. The best package holiday, DJ'd, beautiful place, Africa especially. Beautiful people, beautiful food, beautiful weather. And I'm a very lucky man. Very, very lucky man. Blessed.
So tell us what you're doing in Kenya this time.
Well, I'm on tour. I've come here to do...
Tell us about the tour.
Well, it's nationwide here in all counties of Kenya, represented in a city in each of the counties. So
You were reggae, yeah?
Yeah, so reggae festival. We got a lot of talent from Kenya. I'm the only reggae DJ from the UK.
Yeah.
And we got Honeybee from Jamaica. She's a white lady, very talented, lives in Jamaica, I think. And then we got the Itals, who have been an iconic reggae band from Jamaica since the late 70s. And you should check their music online. It's proper reggae music. And then
some of the top Kenyan reggae DJs as well will be playing in this tour.
Yes, yes. And I'm looking forward to meeting them and hearing this wonderful mix of reggae and African music. And how it should be. So many talented people here. And again, to have the opportunity to link with them and mix with them and play out with them, tour with them, get to know them. It's a real honour, you know. So, and I don't know how many links I'm going to make, but I should imagine, you know, the opportunities here for me in the future and linking up with people, hopefully getting some of their talent over to the UK, because people need to hear this music. It brings the sunshine into your hearts, because the conscious message of peace, love and unity, same as what we're trying to do in Nottingham. It's all about community, supporting the community. The beginning of the events, each event is family orientated, so people can bring their kids. It's like a fun day during the day, and then from 8 p.m. till 5 a.m. every concert till 5 in the morning. And then you know, we've got 5 in a row all over Kenya, and we're hoping the people from that town will love all the gig and love the music, and you know, we're helping to celebrate their independence of 60 years.
Right.
You know, what an honour, you know, as a reggae DJ.
So, Sweet Potato, you're one of the legendary, if I may say without sounding racist, Caucasian DJs, reggae Caucasian DJs.
Well,
So, tell us your journey with reggae music and why reggae music?
Well, when I was 17, I moved into an area in Nottingham that was predominantly Afro-Caribbean, and everywhere was playing music, reggae music. There was blues parties, like semi-illegal blues parties, local pubs that were just playing reggae, venues playing reggae. There's a community venue that was given to the black community following the riots in 1981, 82 against police brutality and racism. Yeah, well, it was heated in the area where I come from, in Nottingham, very multicultural and oppressed and discriminated against by the system. So there was riots there in 81, 82, and they didn't have a community centre to represent their community. All the parties were kind of semi-legal and got into trouble. Sound systems were confiscated. People that were doing the parties, the reggae parties, got into trouble. And anyway, that vibration with live music at the Marcus Garvey, the community centre I've been talking about. You know, they used to have Aswad live, you know, Dennis Brown, Gregory Isaacs. Every month there'd be, you know, a good gig, Ninja Man, Ika Mouse. You know, I've seen all those people there from the age of 18, 19 and experienced those concerts with a sea of black people having an amazing time. Vibration, atmosphere, getting to know some of these people.
Right.
I fell straight into reggae, you know, as you can imagine, as a 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old.
So you started DJing in 87, right?
89, yeah.
89, all right.
Yeah, I started collecting reggae thanks to a guy called 007, a local guy. He still lives near me, and he turned me on to reggae as well. I went up to his flat in the tower blocks.
Which year was this?
This was 84, yeah.
And you guys still live close to each other?
Yeah, he's like my Jamaican dad.
Oh,
yeah.
nice. Shout out to his Jamaican dad.
Yeah, 007.
Wherever you are.
I'm in Kenya DJing because of you.
Because of you, this is good. Good. And this guy is high vibration. So, you're living in his heart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You've made it possible.
DJ Sweet Potato is good people, high vibration.
Yeah.
So DJ Sweet Potato, tell us what reggae is for you. What is reggae for you?
Well, reggae for me is my language. It's become my words. Common-minded musical people are saying the same thing as I believe. And for me, it's a way of speaking out to the people using the same language as I would speak normally. But it just shows that there's people all over the world, and I'm meeting people here in Kenya that think the same, want changes like me, want to make as much effort as we can. And it becomes your life, you know, trying to make reggae music, spread the message of conscious behaviour, and you know, opening up the world. Reggae music spreading across the world. I get to play in India and Sri Lanka this year as well, and Outlook Festival in Croatia, and I've played Barbados, Gambia, you know, and a lot of Europe, and regular events in the UK. I've been doing an event called Subdub, which is a bass music, mainly reggae orientated, but brings in like jungle and dubstep, you know, from the top artists.
But you also have a sound company, right?
Yeah.
Tell guys about it, and this is maybe an opportunity to tell our viewers, like, if they want to give you business or maybe call you out for a festival. Now you started playing in Africa already. Tell us how they can get you.
Well, I've had a deep interest in sound right from a child, you know, wanting to hear my music to the best quality. Thanks to a friend of my dad's who made tone arms for turntables, high-end hi-fi equipment, and he just made the arms for the turntables, and he took me to hi-fi shows where he was exhibiting, and I used to take my records and play them on his system, which was top-notch, and you could hear all the detail in the music, the quality of the sound. And now I run a PA company, hiring, I'm a sound engineer and a sound boy with my own reggae system, and then from that I have now a company hiring stages and quality sound systems, sound engineering, DJ equipment.
How does somebody get access to you, or how does somebody get in communication with you?
Well,
you have a social media platform?
Yeah, I use Facebook a lot. I've got Instagram. You can find me DJ Earthpipe and Sweet Potato Sound System, and you can check me out music on SoundCloud, which is again DJ Earthpipe, and
I'll drop the comment. I'll drop the link on bio as well, so that you can find my buddy DJ Sweet Potato.
Yeah,
pipe.
I know it's hot here and
Yeah.
we need a hose pipe to cool off.
That's true.
But we also need an earth pipe, which is an African smoking pipe, believe it or not.
Right.
One of the most basic and first smoking devices,
Right.
which is like going to the riverbank, putting mud around a reed from the banks of the river, and you put clay down the length, and then you pull out the reed, so you've got a tube underground, and you fashion a bowl at one end, and you put your mouth to the earth to smoke it, and that's where I get my name, DJ Earth Pipe, from.
Earth pipe. So
Kissing
what does
the
it
earth,
mean for you? We're gonna walk this direction so that we
Yeah.
don't get copyright from the music.
Okay.
What does it mean for you to play reggae in Africa?
Well, for me, my basis was an artist, and I've always incorporated African art into my promotions and my sound system events, because we not only take the sound system and the DJs, we also decorate the venues that we work in, and the decoration involves a lot of tribal African art, reggae imagery and lighting. So we have projections that we make specially, we have decor that we make specially that is themed towards our ethics and ideas, and the message that we try to put across of, you know, global roots culture, and represent it in the decor and the lighting, and it's always had an African theme. So and the music as well, and the common message about roots culture and history, and the skills and the history and knowledge that we've all got to share through reggae music. A positive message for the future, for the environment, for the children, and you know, that we've got to fight for our rights, to preserve our futures, and do the things that need doing, that are necessary to keep our future generations safe. And reggae music says all of these things, and it's a message that needs to be spread and heard around the world, and for people to listen and come and enjoy it, and learn at the same time. So the sound system culture, playing reggae music, I say it's become a love of my life, and you know, I love every second of it. I'm not going to change. I've got this for the rest of my life, and that's what reggae music does. You know, it inspires you, energizes you, and conscious thinking, all three together, and the skills and the individuality of the reggae music across the world. You know, India and Thailand, and you know, different places all over Europe, producing music, building sound systems, making some great music, some of the best and most popular music, you know.
So far, I believe you guys now understand why we have DJ Atpai, Sweet Potato, on this interview for this reggae wisdom.
Yes.
So DJ Sweet Potato, this is what I want to ask you. I mean, you lived and played through the 80s generation, the 90s reggae generation, and now the 2000 reggae generation.
Yes.
What has been the biggest change, transition that you've witnessed and seen during this 3 decades?
Well, I say it's people, I don't know whether it's through the internet where people can access this music that really was very underground, and unless you were into reggae and went to the reggae dances, you wouldn't really get to see it. But now, because it's been freed up by the internet and access, and the involvement of reggae, even totally reggae festivals now all over the world, and you know, the kids are getting into it. You know, they're hearing what's been said. You can't not like reggae. I say everybody, despite you know, whatever types of music they like, they always love reggae as well. So they're getting influence to it, and you know, it's making changes for their consciousness, and they like the vibe, they like the bass vibration and the message. So it's becoming more popular and more easily accessible for people to go to see it live and experience it, and to listen to it and buy rare underground reggae music that's changing the world. You know, to be able to access that now is amazing.
Yeah.
And I think that's why reggae music is becoming bigger. I've got the opportunity to play in Kenya because of it, and it's inspired people across the world that are all gathering together here in Kenya, you know, to celebrate the 60 years of independence.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to have the best selection of reggae from around the world. You know, so if I could bring all the people that I know from England, I would. And all I can do is inspire them to come and do it next year.
In Kenya.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
right.
we're definitely gonna do something together. I don't know what,
Yes.
but energy brings people together for a reason. As a parting shot, as we go into the ocean right now, I need to get DJ Sweet Potato into the waters. So, what is your parting shot for reggae fans?
What is what, sorry?
Your parting shot, your last words
For
for reggae fans
Right.
and
Well,
reggae supporters.
Well, for those that live it and love it like I do, there's a reason for that. And it wouldn't be as it is around the world, and the people that are making this music and it becomes their life. Those that haven't found it yet should try it. You know, you'll meet the nicest, friendliest people. You might feel a bit frightened of going to reggae do's because of bad press and propaganda to stop this beautiful movement. I would check it out.
Right.
So that's my advice.
That was supposed to be our parting shot, but now as you speak, I'm gonna ask the final question. I promise our viewers, this is the final question. What is the biggest myth you've heard about reggae?
Who's the biggest friend?
Myth. What is the biggest myth?
Oh, the biggest myth.
Yeah.
Well, I say, for me personally, I've experienced, you know, a black culture where I live, struggling and fighting for part of their culture that was really illegal at the time. And the message in the music was to fight for your freedom, fight for common unity between all nations, all religions, all people, different colours, classes and creeds. That, you know, the system is there to squash our freedom and to, you know, make us quiet. You know, the Babylon system, the governments of the world, the police, all the systems that oppress us and make life difficult for us, jumping through hoops to do what we need to do. You know, it's frustrating. You know, I've been doing it 30 years and finally it's opening up across the world. But for the beginning, it's discriminated against. It was very hard to do. It was against the grain and the general trend of popular music and the music that most people went to see and go out to, the radio music, the commercial side of music. And for people to get into the reggae music, it's a lot more underground. It's been discriminated against, and black people have been discriminated against, you know, about the way they speak, about the way they live, about spliffing, about natural life, supporting their communities and fighting for things like community centres and representation and equal rights. These things, you know, they make you angry that they've had to struggle against all of this, and I still have to struggle, you know, and I recognise that because they've tried to squash my music career, they've tried to shut me up, and again, you're fighting against a constant oppressive force, and we want to do good. We want to spread the right message. We want to improve the environment. We want to do everything to save and preserve what we have, and that includes our history and all the knowledge that we have with that the people are losing. They need to reawaken to what their grandparents and their great-great-grandparents and the great-great-great-grandparents right back to the beginning that has kept us alive, kept us with the right knowledge, kept us healthy with the local and natural medicine that we would have used before pharmaceuticals, that people need to go back to. no side effects. You know, these what were called witch doctors or obia or pagan witches, you know, in England. You know, religion has called that witchcraft and given it a bad name, but that was the medicine of the time, and it was the medicine that has made us here right now, and without it we would not have survived. So do we need medicines with side effects? Do we need medicines that are pushed on us through fear, like the COVID vaccines? Do we need things that, you know, make these pharmaceuticals like millions and billions of pounds? You know, they are powerful organisations, and people believe this stuff, and yet the real medicine is your diet. I'm vegan 30 odd years, and it is a medicine itself. Your food is your medicine, and if you eat the right things, you know, you don't get ill. These recipes for natural healing that your great grandma would have given you for a headache or bad stomach or for period pains, you know, these medicines exist. It's just that pharmaceuticals have refined them and changed them and added new genes and etc, and these things aren't natural. You know, they're your body isn't made for these kind of medicines. The gentle treatment, it may take longer, but it's a better treatment. It works deeply into your body and your psyche, and it has so many ingredients that are good for you.
What's the hope for evolution?
For evolution?
Revolution.
Revolution?
Revolution, yeah.
Well, for me personally, I think we can change the world. We can really change the world without going out and rioting and protesting. I think the revolution is how we spend our money. So if we spend our money with good causes that do good things, and don't involve bad politics and exploiting the environment, then the world has to change. They have to change their products, their philosophies, because we're no longer buying into their system. So there's loads of good organisations out there and projects that are trying to make the world a better and cleaner place and preserve wildlife and nature, the balance of life which we all need. You know, we're losing species, we're losing plants. Some of these are medicinal and we won't get them back again. You know, the time is now to write down your grandma's recipes, the ones that would have kept your family alive for generations. Those are the medicines that you're more attuned to. They're the ones that will work for you, and they've worked for you and all your ancestors. So get this knowledge written down before it's lost. When we've got to stop taking pharmaceuticals and believing in them, because they're all generated through fear, and people trust, and they shouldn't trust, because it's not good for your system. It's not good for the financial world or the betterment. I mean, people with terminal illnesses, and it saved their lives. I appreciate that. But, you know, staying healthy and eating the right diet and using tribal medicine for years in your life will limit the chances of you getting terminal illnesses in the first place. So you've got to look at your history, what you've been doing to yourself and your body, and that could be the reason why you've got, say, cancer or MS or other, you know, mental disorders, depression, etc., because of the environment and the system is working against you and making life hard. So to get that knowledge, your family already has it. So write this information down. These recipes are for medicines and food that's kept you and your ancestors healthy. This is such important information for you, your future and your children's future. And like I say, we've all got to work together to save the planet.
Right.
If we don't work together to save the planet, then we're all lost. It doesn't matter what you believe in, which God. That God would not want you to destroy your home. To what the beautiful world that your God has created for us to survive and flourish.
So we are the planet.
We are the planet. As humans,
keep the planet.
You know, we've got the power not to exploit the world around us. The most misunderstood section of the Bible, you know, is Genesis 2.6, where it said God gave us dominion over the earth and the animals. Now, dominion doesn't mean we have control to take and can continue to take and kill and destroy the world that we live in. Dominion means we have the responsibility to guide and look after and preserve and live with in harmony with the world we live in and appreciate every single bit of it. If we destroy it, we're all lost. So what's going to unite us is when it gets to the point in this world, and people will leave it too late because they should be doing it now, but when all of our futures are threatened and we're all seeing the effects of change in the environment, and we know worse is to come because our governments and big companies across the world, McDonald's and Nestle and all these other companies that are growing so big that they're taking everything the world has to offer to continue to make profits, and we can't survive like this. The population's getting bigger, exponentially, and we're not going to have enough food to feed them, and somewhere along the line, they're going to have to limit the size of the world's population and population growth.
Right.
And they'll do that through a war, they'll do that through a pandemic, and they'll make loads of money out of it, out of weapons sales, out of pharmaceuticals, and they rule through fear. That's why people go straight for it, because they're told that they need to do that to preserve their life. And yet, we can change things. Stop spending money with these companies that are destroying the planet. Start eating healthy food that's your medicine. Start remembering and learning and relearning and writing down all this natural food and medicine that you would have had,
right?
And your parents would have had, and your grandparents would have had, and your great-great-grandparents, going back hundreds of years. If we needed pharmaceuticals, how did we survive to this point? How did we survive and stay healthy and keep reproducing? Because of natural food and natural medicine. We wouldn't be here now. So this is what we need to get back to. This is what we need to start incorporating into our lives. And I say this goes with reggae music. Ital living, natural living, respecting nature, respecting each other and our ways. So,
ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from the legend himself. I got an opportunity, and I'm very honored to be hanging out with the legend and getting this wisdom from in person. Bless my brother. I really appreciate for your time. So I'm gonna share his details on the bio. So if you want to reach out to him and you want to gather more of his influence, we hope to be having him for more reggae festivals here in Kenya and in Africa in general. My goal is actually to see you in Ethiopia.
Yeah. Well, come see us in Nairobi when we play there, man.
Yeah, let's talk about it. It's gonna be in Nairobi, so please join his festival. Check it out. You wanna tell them how to get to the festival?
Well, it's in every city. You'll see the advertising online, the Jamboree, Kenya's Jamboree, and we've got a huge lineup in Machakos and Homa Bay and Kisumu and Meru and Nairobi, Mombasa, and so many. There's some I've forgotten, but like I say, they're representing each county here. So there's a chance in your major towns and cities that you'll hear about this concert, and they're all in December.
Yeah, this is gonna be massive. This is gonna be huge. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope I get another chance next time to have him again on the interview. But it was really nice hanging out with you. I learned so much. Yeah, bless my brother, and I wish you all the best in your endeavors. Keep changing the world. We are the universe. And you are a victor. That's why we are hosting you on Victors with Victor.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro.
Peace.
Bless.
One love.
Yeah.